I don't know how heavy this tailgate is, but it's really heavy. I looked on the internet to see how much it could weigh, and the consensus seems to be it weighs a ton. This is a 2014 Ram, and the tailgate is really heavy. I got a bad shoulder, so I did something to fix it. Used to have to open it with two hands and close it with two hands, mostly because of my shoulder. But if I had something in my hands, like a bag, didn't know what to do. So, this is what I did. Now I can open it with one finger. If I put, I'd say 3 or 4 pounds on it, like an empty food cooler, it stays open. I can now close it with one finger, bad shoulder. Ta-da! Thought I'd share with you how I did this for under $20. The parts that I used were fairly simple. Besides the spring, I used a piece of 3/4 inch angle that I cut into 3 sections, a piece of cable, some cable locking devices, an eye bolt, a couple U-bolts, and some 1/4 inch nuts and bolts. That's all I needed besides the spring. There's my 2 angles, which are held together by this eye hook, and they're bolted to the tailgate. The cable is secured. These 2 clamps, and it's attached to the spring. And the other end of the spring is mounted to the bed. To hold the other end of the spring to the side of the truck, I cut a piece of 3/4 inch angle about 3 inches long, drilled 1 hole in it to put the end of the spring in, and I bolted this angle to the side of my bed.
The Ram tailgate has got a real nice access panel, but there's a baffle right about here, so you can't get your hand in there to get at the nuts and bolts. So I used U-bolts, which is kind of tricky, but not that difficult. Drill the 2 holes, and you feed the U-bolt in from one side and pick it up on the other. Just got to be careful so it doesn't drop inside. It took about 3 hours to do, and some of the time-consuming part of the project was finding the balance. I sure didn't want to get a spring that was totally loaded. This is actually a hood spring that I bought on Amazon for, I think, $17, $18. But finding the balance, I have this mounted about midway on the tailgate.
Here's the details on that hood spring. I did buy it at Amazon. The cost was $19.03, and the dimensions are 2 inches in diameter by 12 inches long. When the tailgate is closed, see if I could get you in here. Okay, right now there's 0 tension on the spring. No tension. The tension begins when it's open about 1 foot, and if I let go completely, it never does hit the bottom. Well, a little bit, but hardly at all. And it closes with 1 finger. That's what I like about it. A hood spring and a couple hours work can make your tailgate open and close so much easier.